How has God uniquely gifted me spiritually, supernaturally, to be able to serve him and do that?
Some people will say, man, door to door doesn't work. Tracks don't work. Hey, I think we just need to quit saying what doesn't work.
Right.
And just share the gospel. Just
Yeah.
share Jesus. And
really doesn't matter where people are or where they're from or what they've gone. I mean, it matters what they've gone through, but like we are all the same and we all have the same problems and we all have the same fears and we all have the same hopes. And it's just, and we all have the same answer.
You got to be listening to people's hearts and to God's heart and what he's doing, because he's already at work in our community. We just got to join him.
Pray, like sit down, pray and ask God, like, who do you want me to reach out to? And
I think that we're in a great place for a revival to break out, because we're finally getting to the point where we don't play church anymore.
And you can't separate this from making disciples. Evangelism and discipleship are woven together. They have never been intended to be separated, ever. We have done that in our Western culture. We have done that in church culture, separating those two things, and they are not. They are one and the same. They are two sides of the same coin.
But I've heard people say, man, they knew me. I used to run around with them as a kid, and they knew what I did. Well, tell them what happened. Tell them that you got saved.
If you want to have an effective relationship with your spouse or your kids or whoever, you need to talk to them and talk with them on a daily basis. And it's no different with God. I was taught back then that a lot of Christians talk to God 3 times a week, that Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday evening, and that's it. And so imagine if you talked with your wife 3 times a week and that was it, that wouldn't be much of a relationship. So it's no different with Jesus. So you got to spend time with him daily.
What I mean by invitation is that you are inviting the person to respond to the gospel, to make a decision for the gospel. And that can happen on the street with you witnessing to somebody just as much as it can in a church after you get done.
In the United States, I think right now we're really going through a movement of we want something authentic.
This need that we have, this innate need to be connected. And this is a unique element that the church provides.
And don't feel bad if you mess up a presentation or you don't get all the words right or you fumble. Praise God for grace. Praise God for grace. And God will use you. Listen.
Everywhere I've gone in the world, everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be cared for. Everyone wants to know that they have a future ahead of them, and they want to know that they can be forgiven. And
he just said, keep on preaching. And so just keep on preaching. He used to tell me that all the time, just keep on preaching. And I think in regard to evangelism, maybe we could tweak that a little bit and say, just keep on sharing. Just keep on sharing. And if somebody rejects you or hurts you or wounds you, just keep on sharing.